Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello, right. Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
What up? Boring Reviews here. Jodi there.
Nick here.
And we are watching another...
Trevor Noah.
Between the Scenes, going home to South Africa. Dun-dun. I wonder if he just recently went home or he's excited. Oh wait, it's back in 2019. So I wonder if he had gone home during this time and come back or thinking about going home because it's March of 2019. This is right before the shutdown.
Yeah, this is...
Well, I don't know about other places, but at least our shutdown.
Ours was what, 2020?
No,
like
it
when
was...
they shut down the schools?
Was it? Oh, was it 2020, not 19?
But still, in 2019, it was still going around. I didn't even catch wind of it until when? Like the end of 2019? So yeah, I mean,
okay.
This might be before the whole global part of it, obviously. But
prior.
Still, he's able to go home before all that nonsense
Hopefully,
happens.
yeah. Now we're going to find out.
Oh, I'm assuming with that title that he went home. Thank you so much for watching and clicking it. Thank you so much for clicking this video and watching our reaction. We've been reacting to a lot of between the scenes Trevor Noah videos. It's kind of sad because I'm assuming like eventually we're not going to have any more because he's going to be leaving the show. So if you have any requests from The Daily Show, usually we stick to between the scenes, but whatever, please get those requests in and we'll be able to check those out in the future. But as we look at this one, we're going to find out what is he talking about, first of all, and maybe some, I don't know. I'm assuming he'd go back to home like once or twice a year at least, right?
You would think, but if this is something he does every single day, like on a regular basis, I guess it'd be something to kind of hard to leave if you film.
Yeah, it's like once
5
or
days
twice
a week.
a year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully he gets some time off. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. If you like what we see or what we have to say, if you like what you see, what we have to say, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're aware of our next uploaded videos.
All right. Let's do what we do. Does what we does.
Be what we be.
Are what we are. Here we go.
Did I do anything fun while I was on vacation? Actually, I did. So I went back home to South Africa.
Told you.
Went to check up on, it was
Stop
just fun. I went
reading
to check
the
on my
subtitles. Go
the
ahead.
foundation. Went to catch up with my people. And it's funny because every time I go home, people always shout at me about going home, which is a weird thing. So like I'll get home and then at the border, like literally at customs, the woman was like, she's like, Trevor, when are you coming home?
I think she means
And I was
moving.
like, I'm home. She's like, no, but when are you coming home? And I was like, but I'm here right now. You're holding my passport. She's like, no, that doesn't count, Trevor. That doesn't count, Trevor. We miss you. Then I'm like, but it's not like you saw me. Like, it's not like I was just running around in the streets every day. She's like, no, Trevor, come home. I'm like, I'm home. But then what was crazy and amazing was I was in Cape Town, and then a friend of mine called me and said, yo, Trevor, what are you doing? And I said, I'm waiting. I'm going to go to an event later today. And he's like, oh, because the president wants to meet you. So I was like, the president of what? No, because I just didn't assume that the president, like I was like, could be like the president of this company, the president of like the Students Association, I don't know. So I'm like, which president? And he's like, the president of the country. Then I was like, what did I do? Like, what did I... He's like, no, he just wants to he wants you to come and say hi. So he wants you to come to like to the presidential, the presidential homestead in Cape Town and just come and say hi. I was like, okay. And so then I was with my friends and I was like, guys, come, we got to go do this thing. And my friends were like, all right, let's roll. And then they rolled with me, but I didn't tell them what it was. And I didn't realize in the moment that I didn't tell them what it was. So like my friend's like wearing a hoodie, my other friend's wearing like a free t-shirt.
No.
And then I'm wearing a suit because I'm going to another event. And then we get there, and then they're like, "What are we here to pick up?" And then I say to the person at the counter, "I'm like, we're here to see the president." And then my friend's like, "Dude, I'm wearing a hoodie."
Yeah, seriously.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that I forgot to tell you where we were
That's
going."
something I would do.
And so then we went in, and then we met the president, and he was just very cool. It was just like, and then my friend, like, he apologized. He's like, "I'm so sorry, Mr. President. I did not know. I was meeting a president today. That's why I'm dressed like this." And then the president was cool. He's like, "No." He's like, "I didn't know I was meeting you guys. That's why I dressed like this." And it was cool. He was nice about it. And then, just out of nowhere, the president was like, Trevor, he's like, what are you doing now? He's like, come with me to Parliament. I want to introduce you.
Aww.
So he like takes me, to our Congress, and like to Parliament, and he's just like, just come with me. And so he's like, walk with me. And now you're like on the presidential power walk. And I'm like, just what do you do on this walk? And he's like, you just act like you're thinking of serious things. And so I'm walking next to him the whole time, and I'm just like, yes, nuclear war, immigration, unemployment. And so we walked together, and then we get to Parliament, and then when we got there, he introduced, and it was one of the most surreal moments because it's one of those things that you take for granted because it happens gradually in life. But I genuinely just had to breathe like a few days afterwards and be like, yo, you were in Parliament, and the president of your country was like, hey, give a round of applause to Trevor Noah. He's giving back to the country, and we love him. And literally in that moment, I was sitting there, and I was like, God damn, where is my history teacher now? What?
You know, it's so funny though that he says that because, like, as teachers, we realize that we are teaching the future leaders, and it can be anything. You know, you could be a Target worker, you could be a president, you could be a leader of a company,
future
a manager,
convict,
a convict, a congressman or woman. So it's cool that he says, like, where's my history teacher? Because we know that that's in our classroom. That our students are going to grow up to someday be something. And so that would be pretty exciting because I guarantee the history teacher, if he or she saw him, was like, oh, that was my student, I taught him.
I molded him. Even though he's a comedian, it has nothing to do with history, I molded him.
It was all me.
And it seems, not that I have any experience from him, but it seems like, you know, when these celebrities, these famous people talk about when they were in school or whatever, it's the ones that you least experience. Right? Mm-hmm. Or not least experience. The ones that you least expect, is what I'm trying to say. That you would like, you know, you have those people who are like most likely to be the president or most likely to head a company, and it's like this guy in the back of the row with like stains on his shirt or whatever, and he goes on to like do this or that, which is pretty cool. And you're right, that's one great thing about being a teacher is not that we teach to see like who are we going to know this or that, but you just never know what's going to happen to these kids and this or that. And
yeah,
if you end up finding someone, like, hey, how do I know that name? That goofball's in my class.
I taught him. Let me tell you stories. Well, there was one, I had seen this one clip. I want to say it was like Adele, and they had like surprised her with her teacher, like a teacher who meant a lot to her, who came, and she was like crying on stage to the point that she actually paused, like right there on stage, and had her makeup artist come out and fix her makeup before she sang the next song, because she was like crying and stuff. But yeah, I mean. But I think that was super cool, and I get what that lady meant when you coming home, like when are you gonna stay here, when are you gonna move and stay here?
But he's right, like it's not like I'm your neighbor or something.
Yeah,
like,
you're not gonna see me.
What does it mean to you? Something about students, like in a different way. I was listening to a song from Pink. It's either Jagged Little Pill or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that song. It's one of those songs. Anyways, and in that song, she talks about like my teachers dated me, my friends hated me, parents hated me, or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, like, teachers dated you, like, hopefully, because I don't know of anything. Well, she speaks a lot autographical, you know.
Yes.
So
it probably was true.
They're lucky that she's not naming them or whatever in the songs, right? Like, I'm looking at you, so and so.
What if it was teachers hated me?
No, it was teachers dated me because that line sticks out because I'm a teacher. I'm like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
like that's bad.
Not good.
And she talks about in that song also about how she wasn't like Miss Popular or Miss this or that.
Yes.
She was just whatever. And so you just never know what those kind of people. I wasn't expecting this from this video. We never know what to expect when you watch a reaction. Usually Trevor Noah never really disappoints. But going home and just like, hey, the president wants to see you, and let's go on this walk, and think about serious things.
I love that though, because in that photo they did look like they were in a serious discussion. And think of it, every time you see the president or any influential people, like in politics, on walks or whatever, just like with photos, they always look like they're having a really like serious discussion. And so I'm curious that they just do that like on purpose. Country. Look serious, okay? Don't look like
if they ever took a picture of me walking, it would always be talking about sports or movies or something like that. Like he was talking about Rocky again. He's not talking about global warming or some nonsense. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was pretty fun. It was pretty cool that he just, he just has that life. Like I have a show in America, I do comedy shows around the world. The president wants me to come over and say hi. Like, it's just That's just my life right now. And I can totally understand the friends. Like, dude, you're not going to tell me?
100%.
Because I've been wearing this
Yes.
shirt. Like, really?
Let me change.
I'm making a statement. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, the funny thing is he's so excited to meet the president, and the president is so excited to meet him.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, is that, you know, there's always somebody there that you're excited to meet or see.
He seemed like a cool guy too, the president. Like he
Yeah.
seemed like, just from the way he was describing me, he seemed like very laid back and easygoing. It's like, hey, I didn't know I was gonna meet you either.
Look what I'm wearing.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about our reaction here. Let us know what else you want us to react to in the future. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as always. And until next time.
Goodbye.